Hello, hello, douche. Can he know you? Yeah, that's right.
Friday night, what you gonna get? Say it, yo, yo. Grab a bong, grab a beer. It's time for Kenny's show. Help me, Kenny's young boy. You might be Kenny, you might some, yeah. It's time for the Kenny show. He don't say much, but you'll never know what you might see, what you might hear. There's only one singer to remind him he's a queen.
Paul, look down and come over with overhand right. Wow. Right on Tyson's nose. Good shot.
Good overhand, right? Yeah, that's right. Yes, indeed. Good overhand, right? You knocked me right out.
Kamala wouldn't have this conversation. She can't because she's not
No.
smart. You know, she's not a smart person, by the way. She can't have this conversation. And Biden, we don't even have to talk about it. I mean, he couldn't have this conversation.
He's an Asian guy. Huh.
Hey, Jews.
Thank you. Ryan A. Thanks for the $2. You take home chip and salsa in your too small coat. You know what, Ryan? Ryan.
Pockets with just sauce. That's a funny thought,
Right.
at least.
Hey, Ryan. It's what? It's funny?
It's a funny thought, at least.
Yeah.
Chips and sauce.
But Ryan, you got to choose me or Vince. If you want to just be Vince's boy, then be Vince. But you can't have it both ways. Because you want my love, but then you want to fucking trash me on Vince's show. So, I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't give a fuck what fucking Vince says. I don't need anybody's money. I'm doing fine. I'll block your fucking ass, Ryan. I don't need your $2 fucking super chat to chip me. You hear me? I'll fucking get rid of you right the fuck now. And you'll never be fucking writing shit to me. That goes for you too, fucking penis wrinkle. You're fucking talking shit about me on Twitter, penis wrinkle, when you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm sick of these fucking losers. Anonymous fucking pricks. Hey, I'm no coward, Quad. I fucking come on here. John fucking Melendez. That's my name. I don't hide behind a fucking fake name like the Quad Father or something like that.
Yeah, my name's very hard to look up. Apparently, everyone else has found it no problem. And it's
You know
out
what,
there everywhere.
I don't even know your last name, which is so funny. I have no idea what it is.
Bye, Eagles, bye. Haters gonna hate. Winning this game, you ain't. No, you, Philadelphia Eagles. No, you. Bye, Eagles, bye. Yeah, that's right. All my life, waiting for somebody. Come and take my hand. All my life, waiting for somebody. Whoa, yeah. Down for so long, doesn't really matter. The downtown home been kicked and I've been spurred. Come along, doesn't really matter. I'm going alone, doesn't even hurt. All my life, waiting for somebody. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. All my life, waiting for somebody. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Whoa yeah. All my life, waiting for somebody. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. I'm waiting for the day, waiting for the day that you come my way. Hey, hey, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. I've been drove down deep. I made a big decision. I'm going to sleep, and I'm going there alone. I know damn well I'm tired of all this crying. On my feet, so fast as I can tell. I'm waiting for the day, waiting for the day that you come my way. Somebody, 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 oh, somebody, oh, waiting for somebody. Oh, how, oh, how, oh, how, for somebody. Oh, how, oh, how. I'm waiting for somebody. Oh, waiting for somebody. Oh, waiting for somebody. Oh, hey, hey. Oh, hey, 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 hey. Yeah, that's right. Know you.
Oh, I mean that. What's that? That's gonna. Boy, that's all. How you doing, everybody? That is sports and mob culture. Well, comes to the sport, we can talk a lot about boxing, especially boxing where it all began in Philadelphia. That's definitely mob connected. Yeah. I don't know if there's a Philadelphia mob that exists, but the mob of New York was done, what, 25 years ago? And Gotti got arrested before that, and all his friends. No, this is why all his friends got arrested. It's kind of the death of the New York mob. No, you always say it. You say the same fucking shit. Do a backflip. Yeah, same fucking repeated lie. Are you phoning that in? Don't say the same thing. You can predict. If you're here, that's the first thing they're going to say. It's so predictable. It's like you are phoning it. Is that an AI triple G saying the same thing you always say because you're so predictable? And I was about to. Right, yeah. So there's a lot of boxing involved in mob culture, but mob culture itself, hey, Cash, it's been around for 100 years in the pop culture of the world. Al Capone, 100 plus years. Al Capone came from the cameras, risky, and the first nail in the coffin of the Italian mob, exposure. Sure, it would take a few more nails. You know, the Irish mob did a good diligence of of working for the feds and spying on their enemy. Right, so they're big. There are a few nails in that coffin. John Gotti himself, but all the rest of the nails, pretty much. But even if it's not about that part of the mob culture, I mean, the time that murder was for hire during the Godfather era, 40s, probably even right before that, murder was for hire. So those stories are really great. There's plenty of murder. I mean, you piss a guy up, you didn't take the favor that you couldn't refuse, there's gonna be a fucking horse head in your fucking bed. It's not nice, it's scumbaggy, but you went into business with these street scum. You know what you're getting into. You shouldn't be surprised at that time period where murder was the number one business in the street scum business that you pissed one of these guys off and there's gonna be a damn horse head in your bed. That should not have been that horrifying. It's horrifying, but shouldn't be surprised. Look at the people you're dealing with. But the best mobsters that you probably want to hang out with, have a beer with, play cards with, were the Steelers. The Goodfellas guys of all the scum, till there was a war, they were the guys you want to sit down, light a cigar, have a drink with, and play poker with. Yeah, those are the guys you want to party with. they murdered people only when it's really necessary. They mostly stole things. So they were thieves. It wasn't like we put in the hit. It's like, well, can we get a sit down? Do we really have to kill that guy? They think about this. It didn't happen that much. They stole things. So they'd be the guys you want to party with in the history of the mob. Right? Because the murderers, you may not want to hang out with them because you hung out with them. They found out you're a rat, so they murdered you. Right. That's not really somebody you want to hang out with. The Steelers, they steal a truck, party with the money, save some for the family, and party, party, party. That'd be a crew I want to hang out with if I was a scumbag. That's the crew. So that's why I love that movie so much. I was street scum, the Italian mob, the Jimmy Burts of the world. And I guess you want to talk about this. You better be talking about this and nothing else. You talk about Ross or anything. This ain't about them. It's sports and mob culture. That's all it is. Stay on topic or you're gone.
What's the matter?
I warned you.
I didn't catch what you said because you were saying it before I got here.
Okay, I'm saying that this is not about Ross or anything like that. This is about the mob culture and sports. And that's all it's about. You bring it all about something else and all about it, you be gone. That's what will happen to you.
So if I talk about mob culture, I can stay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't matter what somebody's saying in the chat. Don't let the comments
Ross.
trigger your ass staying off it. That's what their point. They're like, we'll fuck with him. If he gets off topic, we win. So don't let him win. Remember that.
Hey, whatever.
Probably doing it to me too. They're trying to get me off topic. It's the game.
I'm not trying to get you off topic. How you been,
Okay,
dude? It's
I'm
been a
just
long
saying,
time.
don't follow the crowd.
Okay, how you been? It's been a long time.
Mm-hmm. All right, what are your favorite mob stories in the history of Hollywood? Because right after Al Capone got jail and the syphilis, Second Man became number one, and the new number one, put the gun to Hollywood. That's how
You
they
ever
got
seen?
Hollywood.
You ever seen
The gun
Killer
right there.
Bean?
What?
Have you ever seen Killer Bean? It's probably the greatest mob story ever.
No, but there's a lot of mob stories I haven't seen. You can't see them all. There's too many. There's so many. So many good
Yeah.
ones. Like one of my favorites is Donnie Brasco. It's a good one.
Yeah, compared to Killer Bean, I just don't think it's about the same.
I'd have to say, but this is different. That's probably about straight up mobsters. This is about infiltration by the feds. And it was such a good acting job that they were going to open the books. They're going to make him. This is how convincing this Fed was, that they actually thought he was a real mobster. That's pretty convincing. That's a good job, right? That's an
Yeah, that's
Oscar-worthy
crazy.
job.
That's impressive. I mean, the amount of people who died in the Killer Bean thing was kind of a lot, but I mean, it was. Whoa, what's going on over there, man? What's up, Ross? You faggot! You bunch of fags, fucking loser bitches.
But you don't have to answer a cell phone if you don't recognize the number, and you can just ignore it. They'll try again, and you can just ignore
That
it.
sounded like a house phone.
That was a person with a private number, so they'll try to somehow they have the cell phone, but if you don't answer it, then they'll stop trying.
Oh,
You can just ignore
I
it and
didn't
go.
know that.
You can turn your phone all the way down and go.
You don't think
"I
they'll be
didn't hear
calling all
that.
night?
I didn't hear that.
What's-
That was just a vibration. Oh man, I guess I'll just see what it is later. Oh, can't return the phone call. No ID. So if like no one called, yeah.
I like answering them. I just talk to them.
If you don't call ID, then you
I like wasting
don't
their
know who's calling. Exactly. All right.
What's up,
well,
Crew Jones? Chris? Whoa. Oh,
and
Soup
who
Guy's
did
coming
Killer
in.
Bean? You
It's
said
kinda
Killer
nuts.
Bean. What actors? What actresses? What actors?
Jason Bean, Jeffrey Bean, Mason Bean.
Any
Which is nuts. There's a
famous
guy named
people?
Jason and Mason in there. It's crazy.
What
Look it up
about
on
famous
YouTube. Look
people?
up Killer Bean on YouTube. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, what about any famous people? We like famous people. That's all. True.
Jason Bean. You've never
No.
seen Mr. Bean?
Oh, that Mr. Bean. Okay. Anybody else that's famous? Like anybody that's known for mob movies? There are certain actors.
Yeah, they're famous mobsters.
No, I
All
mean
of them,
any
they're pretty
famous
famous.
mobster actors.
I think the Killer Bean movie has like millions of hits on YouTube or something. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, look
but
it
I'm
up.
saying,
but-
like, let's see, mobster actors like Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. Oftentimes, you'll
Mobster
see-
actor. I'm talking about actual. You're talking about mobster movies. I'm talking about actual mobsters.
Okay, so it's probably a documentary.
Like,
then.
Yeah, it's basically a documentary about this guy. His name is Bean, and he's
I thought it was
just
a
a bean trying to
Hollywood
get some
movie.
sleep.
I thought it was a
And
Hollywood movie. So
he ends up taking on an entire mob.
oh,
Shooting up it starts off shooting up the whole warehouse, and then
no.
he goes absolutely
All right.
ballistic all over the country, killing these hundreds of mobsters.
All right. Well, then that might be documentary. Any Hollywood version of it out there with actors playing them?
Not yet. Not
Okay.
yet.
So I'll look
I think
for.
there's a AAA video game coming out about it, though.
All right. Have you seen a great how-to series called "How to Be a Mob Boss"? There's a
I
whole
think
series.
he becomes the mob boss at the end of the movie.
And I was just saying, Triple G, there is a thing called "How to Be a Mob Boss" Netflix series. It's interesting. About episode 6, they tell you don't go rogue. So don't take John Gotti's model. He's the what not to do.
I'll try to remember that.
He didn't stick to the playbook and several other things he didn't do. And you don't stick to the playbook, things go. Show yourself, like before he killed the head of the mob, right? He didn't get permission. You want to kill that guy, I got to take a meeting and you better have a damn good reason or you're going to get whacked or something like that or you'll get in trouble. Either
You should have let that bean get some sleep.
Well, no, that's not being. He should have, I don't know, got permission. And 2, he didn't kill him in a mob area. It was a public restaurant around everybody else. It's not like it's a mob hangout restaurant. That's different. You could kill a mobster there, even if you didn't have permission. It'd be fine.
You know a lot about this kind of stuff. I wish I did.
I study it,
it's
man.
kind
I'm a
of
geek. I'm a geek,
Yeah.
so I kind
well,
of.
it's kind of surprising you haven't even heard of the Killer Bean mob story. Like it's
Well,
one
how
of the
new is
greatest
it?
of all time. You're gonna
How
have to
new
look
is
it up right now.
How
Actually,
new is it? I'll look it up on my phone. How new is it?
I think it's at least a decade old.
Okay, well, I don't know every mob story. Some stuff that's like a decade old, I'm like, never heard that movie. Seen that
Yeah, we're
movie.
gonna have to watch this stuff like right now on your stream.
No, not on my stream. I don't do that.
Yeah, like right now.
I don't want to do copyrighted stuff, man. I'm not gonna play that game.
You won't get copyright. It's already on YouTube.
Yeah, but some stuff on YouTube you get copyright for. You play a music video, it's already on YouTube. You get copyright because it's a music video. So I'm not gonna take the risk. I don't
Well,
want
if you pause it and talk over it, that works, right?
Yeah, but sometimes you don't do that enough. So I'm not taking a risk, man.
Got you. Whatever.
Oh, no car ID.
It's not really.
Man, your phone call got canceled. Damn, no car ID. Maybe get some. That's all it takes. Your phone call.
You should answer them, I think.
No, there's a take it button and then the one on the left. That's the refuse button. I know that which ones they are, so I can just go refuse. Oh, sorry to happen to you. No car ID. But maybe you should just. I don't know. Okay, there's Killer Bean movie apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking at results right.
You looking at Killer Bean?
Yeah. Okay, I'll check out sometime, man. I don't have time to watch the whole movie right now, but I'll check out. Good that we got to talk about. Also.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you?
What else
were you
you
a
got?
fan of the Godfather movie? That's the.
I didn't get to see all 7 hours, but
The only one is 3.5 hours or something. There's part 2 and 3. That would be a lot of hours.
Are there any
But
really
the first one-
good sex scenes in it?
No, the first one is the definitive of the 3. It's the first one. It's the only one that Marlon
Got really
Brando
good
was
sex
in.
scenes in The Godfather?
Probably not, but Brando was in
What do you
only
mean
the
probably
first
not?
one.
Didn't you watch the movie?
I did several times, and Brando was only in the first movie. He played the
Did you
older
see his
version.
dick?
No, but he played the older version of the original Godfather, Vito Corleone. Robert De Niro played the young version of him in part 2. I kind of like part 2 a little bit better, but part 1 and 2 are just as great. They're about the same in greatness. They are. Please don't play music. You can't play.
I didn't. My phone was. I didn't know my phone was.
It's just a ringtone. They probably won't take that down. It's fine. I'm saying that it's a classic. It's there's certain movies in the 70s that no matter how much time goes on, we won't be able to we won't be able to replace in any way. Like that's one of them. The way they were just made, the tech, all that. There'll never be anything.
Hey, do you still have that penis pump?
No, like Star Wars 1.
What'd you do with
Or
it?
now known as Part 4, right? Will never be able to be duplicated again. Same thing with the next one.
What'd you do with that penis pump from like a year ago?
I don't know, man. I can't
Did you ever
find
use
out.
it?
Okay. We're going on to talk about, and of course,
Did you ever use the penis pump?
not really. It didn't come with all the parts. Can we move on with what I'm talking about?
Oh, well, you should have
Okay.
got a refund then.
Empire
Well, that was
Strikes
an Amazon
Back.
product anyway. It's
They're
never
never
been
going to make
easier
a
to get your money
sci-fi
back.
sequel as great
penis
as
pumps.
Empire Strikes Back after the first one was amazing. You're never going to be able to get that level. The quality of it, all that.
Southside of
And the
food.
music, the scores they had some amazing fucking scores for all that. Same thing with you'll never be able to do war film as good as Apocalypse Now. Not even close. No.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that movie Apocalypse Now. You'll never
I thought
be
we were
able
talking
to do
about
war
mob
film that
bosses.
good. You'll never get war film that good on that level. Same thing with you never see an independent with the visual art of Eraserhead. No fucking way. That's another 70s film. No, not even that level. That's the genius of David Lynch. It is. And that's just the start of his career. But let's get back to mob culture. Just saying, some of those 70 films. And
Did you hear
also-
about the Darth Vader AI in Fortnite? It's saying the
No.
N-word and stuff.
I didn't hear about that. What?
It's pretty
I
funny.
gotta get that game then because that sounds cool.
Yeah.
What system is it on? Xbox or something else?
GameCube, I think.
GameCube. All right.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
PC?
like a new system coming out.
Is it PC? Can you get on PC?
I don't know.
Catch Sean, it's pinned. That's how Triple G got up here. He followed the pin at the top, so the link is already up there.
Do you like
No.
Chad
This is
Zuma?
not a debate show. I gave Berto a date that I wanted to do again during the week. This is the weekend. I don't debate on the weekend. That's not when people debate.
Berto's that lady that's
That run
obsessed
for a
with Super
whole
Mario
country.
characters and diapers, isn't she?
I'm saying,
That's
yeah,
Berto.
but you see that people.
I met her
don't
one
debate.
time and she lost her mind on me because
I'm
I
saying
pointed that
presidents
out.
don't debate on the weekend, so that's a week thing. So I'm not debating anybody tonight. This is my show, and it's not a separate thing. I gave them a date, and they never got back to me. So on them, I'm not here to talk shit about them or anything, and we're not going to do the debate because
That chick sucks. Don't
it's
talk to
a
her anymore.
Saturday, and that's
She's
not
freaky, man. I'm telling you, there's something really weird about her. Don't mess
debates
with
are
that lady.
during the week, and debates are during the week.
I'm not
during
debating anything.
prime
I'm just
time.
saying your friend Berto's a weird freak who likes
No, during
cartoon
prime
characters
time.
and diapers. That's
I'm just
weird.
saying you're saying that, not me. I'm just saying that everybody
I
that
am. Yeah.
the debates are during the week. They want to set up another debate. We can set it up anytime during the week.
Oh, you
Monday
host
through
debates?
Friday. Monday through Thursday.
You
Friday
host
and
debates.
Saturday
You should
and
get
the
me and
weekend
Rosdog
stuff.
on for one.
No,
That'd be dope. That'd be,
I'm just
dude,
saying-
that would be a hit. You'd get so many views.
I'm just saying. So debates are during the week. That ain't the week. It's the weekend. That's where they're.
Oh, so if I were here on Friday, I could talk
No, I'm
shit.
saying I'm talking about stuff that if they want Berto to debate me again, that's during the week. So you guys are asking.
I'd like to debate Berto and her diaper fetish.
No, I'm saying that you're not running for president of the RDA. So you're not even an RDA. So
It doesn't mean I couldn't.
that's on
I'd be a
wrong.
good president too.
I have to get my water. Hold the phone.
Okay.
Why is he over here?
How old is Dying Hooker he streamed? How old is the Dying Hooker he streamed? Did he do that? I don't remember. Oh, you're talking about Kenny? Kenny, did you host a Dying Hooker on your stream?
No, I'm saying that. All right, we're moving on to other great mob stories. You ever see that great TV series on HBO called The Last Don?
No.
Last Don was great. Great film. Great TV series. I mean, it was like it's a mini series, but it was great. I loved it. I watched the whole mini series when it aired. Fantastic. That's one on HBO, and it was a fantastic journey watching that great program.
Cool.
Man, I think John Matano was in the series. Great actor. Joe
Wow,
Mantegna.
that's fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. You'd have to. Okay, what about this? This is something from 10 years ago, just like that Bean thing.
Killer Bean.
Rob the Mob. Rob the Mob is a great movie. It's about two people that robbed the mob back in the day. Let's see. Ray Romano plays the reporter that interviews them. It's great that he's in there. I love
No,
seeing
James
him in
did.
the movie.
He didn't. You're dumb, Catching. You don't know what you're talking about.
That
A Dying Hooker. Okay.
okay, man. You're making this about them because you're reading the comments. So yeah, I told you what would happen if you did that. You have to ignore them. Sorry you didn't ignore them. So it was great talking to you, man. I'll just continue doing the rest of the show myself. You don't have to leave. Here you are back. What? Kick, kick. And you did what I knew you were probably going to do. So, yeah, you're kicked. You made it about, I told you not to make it about them, and you read the comments, so you did. Dude, you already ruined it. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm not talking about them. You already did it once, so I'm not going to let my show get derailed. I'm talking about mob culture, and that's it. Okay? Nothing else. You already did. You're not banned. You get kicked, so you're not getting banned. But you already did it. You made it about Ross and Kat, so you're being kicked. You're not being banned. If you're being banned, then you wouldn't be able to get back up and get kicked again. Think about that. Just, dude, you keep on trying to come up and you're not going to come up because you already derailed part of the show. You will get banned. So just take the loss and stop trying to come up. Okay, dude? Why don't you just take the loss? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You're acting like a child and you're not taking the loss. So, yeah, you're banned. See, you'd have to get an alternate account and you can't take the loss. Jesus, dude. I'm not going to let you on. Keep on coming up with new accounts and just not going to let you on, and you'll just sit there, man. You always sit in there. You didn't want to stay on topic. I told you. Yeah, you talked a little bit about, you knew about one mob film, right? And that was about it. And didn't talk about sports, but I told him to stay on. All right, here's something I'll talk about sports. Final. You hear about the Knicks from New York team, basketball team. Blew out the champs. I mean, come on, man. Nobody thought that would happen. I'm like, well, man, maybe they get into the later rounds. I'll watch more than one or two games. Yeah, they blew the champs out. In the fifth game, it's big numbers. They're now facing the NBA Eastern Standard Finals. I told you, you crossed the line once. Stop coming back, dude. Jesus. Can't you take the clue? You can't. Yeah. See ya. Can you just take the loss? Why do you have to do this, dude? Why? Why, dude? Why do you have a million fucking accounts? I'm trying to do a show, and I'm just going to ignore you. So you can't take the clue. Right. Well, the Knicks for the longest time need their Kobe and their Shaq. This Towns guy looks like the Shaq, and they've got some other guys that are being the Kobe. They had their Alonzo Mourning. That was Ewing. Right. I know what you're going to do. You're going to derail the show, so please leave. Why can't you get the clue? You can't. Just can't. You can't. Please stop. You can ask somebody to please stop, but they can't. For some reason they can't. Why can't you just act like a mature adult? You broke the rules. Why can't you just leave? You can't. Crew Jones, don't know who you are. So yeah, that's why. You're asking for something when I don't even know who you are. So please come here some more and maybe you could get a wrench some night. How many times have you even been here? Right, so it's getting exciting for New Yorkers that the New York basketball team is up there. About to play the Pacers, and they played in the last moments today. Old school stuff right before the stream of them playing the Indiana Pacers. Ewing, Starks, Reggie Miller, all old school footage of the last time they played them in the playoffs. Ooh, the buildup. Like, this is getting quite exciting. They could beat the Pacers. Even if it goes 7 games, make it to face the West. And possibly beat the West. Ooh, we don't know who's going to be playing the West. Their semifinals wrap up is mañana. So we'll see if that happens. Who's going to play? The Knicks or Pacers? And right, we don't know who's going to come through on the West. Could be several people, several teams. No, he already crossed the line. He broke the rules. I told him what. Stay on topic. Once you break the rules. Yeah, I mean, and now, like, now they finally have, like, their Shaquille O'Neal and their Kobe. They had their Alonzo Mourning. That was Ewing. They just didn't have the rest of the people that could take that guy to the championship there. I think they got it. I think they got the stuff. I think they could show up and be like, yeah, you guys haven't won since the 70s. Here you are. Knicks fans that have been waiting decades can finally celebrate, even if one doesn't follow the sport on a regular basis, but he's watching those finals. That's me. Not just one or two games. Every freaking game, I'll be watching. If the Knicks are in those finals, cheering on the Knicks. Won't care. Yeah. Got to share the X. All right, let's make that happen. Yeah, I was gonna share. You didn't share. No, you. Dang, Sean. Sometimes I'm sorry. Wait on share. Wait. Anybody else can take the link. As long as you don't derail the conversation. At this juncture, once the puppet show comes up, you can blend them with drama, but I would cover not drama for a while first. Yeah, the puppet show night, they voted on YouTube drama. Wow. And not the way that's usually delivered. Mickey Mouse goes on a walk in Yellowbrook Road, then a rainy Yellowbrook Road that has a splash of drama or so, drama characters. Other friends, like a skateboarder from Texas who just said, hey, yeah, that's right. He might be there. Yeah, that's a possibility. A few other characters. Yeah. The same few things share out. I'm telling them you did not miss the puppet show. Yeah. So they'll be happy about that. Okay. I'll say no you here. Yes, Sean. And that's gonna be it. I got my. I'll need a period after yeah. Now, Sean. All right. Let me see. The authentic. Well, I don't think that's Ross. It says Gravity Guy. Doesn't work like the real thing. The real thing would say RDA. I know it would. Let's try. Yeah. Yeah. Real guy would have messages on shared private chat, clarifying that it's definitely him. Yeah. That's this Gravity Guy. Nice one. Nice try. That's gonna be Faker Big Bakers. Okay. I'm Ross doesn't have anything that goes on camera. It says gay guitar guy. That's definitely you. Nice try. That definitely says your name. Nice try, man. Oh, you're trying to be Ross, but you're not. Oh, shit, Sean. Yeah, nice try. Make him a fake Ross again. When clearly said your name on. Yeah, Ross would say to the RDA, you're the gay guitar guy. Yeah, you're so dumb that and you call me retarded, don't you know? Anybody that pops up, no matter what they say they are, they can say the name Ross. You can say, hey, my name's Bill, right? Don't matter. You hit the 3 dots, then you'll see whose account is. Boom, done, over. Anybody can write, I can write, I'm German, dude. If you don't see a picture, and then you'll see, no, it's not. He's flying. Right. You could write anybody's name. Let him on. He broke the rules, and I got a lot of stuff that I want to cover. I want to focus on his bullshit all night. So his friends are going to say, let him on. And I don't want to be on his show, so I have no reason to let him on. He broke the rules, he lost. So I'm not going to, whoever shows up, they show up, and he ran out of chances. He broke the rule. I told him what you can't talk about, and he did. Maybe he could be an adult. But, people that aren't 30 act all immature and can't get over it. So I'm sure he'll keep on crying and trying to get on. And I'll just keep on not letting him on. And I'll tell friends the same thing. Nobody cares. Only you. Remember that. Okay? In your opinion, you think your opinion actually matters. You are a wrench. And you've been here one fucking night. Just be a listener. I'll ignore everything you say. And I'll just continue my thing. Yeah, there's also great behind the scenes stuff like the real story, like the real Goodfellas. You get to talk with the guy that wrote the book, Wise Guy. He breaks a lot of that stuff down. You get the real story. It's really more interesting than the movie. Even like the real Donnie Brasco is more interesting than the movie. You get the guy that came out hiding, which they say is Joe Pistone, but that's probably just a name that you knew was an assumed name. No. You don't even have a real profile pic, do you? You get a profile pic and you're here every show. Your name, what your opinion won't matter. No, it won't. Yeah. And really, the only people opinions that really matter are mods. People that are here every week, too. Even if you're not a mod. They have the opinions that matter. I guess caller won't be answered. I shared everything, so I'm just going to put this in the bathroom. You can call right within the bathroom and it won't be heard. Oh, it's like you were put in another room. Or you can call and call and call. The vibration won't be heard whatsoever. So I don't need to share it out anymore. I'm not using my phone for any reason whatsoever. There's also Making of the Mob Chicago. Great series. Amazing. You were in the early days in Chicago, what they had to do with Vegas and the formation of all that. There's also, you could hear other stories, like the early New York day mob stories. There's those stories. Right. There's stories about Lucky Luciani, pioneering mobster. Great story. The man whose crew wasn't purely Italian. He was mixing him with mobsters from other mobs, like Jewish mobsters and other things like that, putting together a multi-mixed kind of council of mobsters from different kinds of mobs. Yeah, real groundbreaking stuff. Like Meyer Lansky was Jewish, and he went ride with him, but he told him, Meyer, I'm not going to give you the money. I have money in my pocket. You got to take it with me. And he gave Luciani such a bad beating that made him respect him. Right. Well, you're not their guys, not pure Italian. You got to show them you can hang with the boys, that you can be as bad as they are. Yeah. Then you got to earn your keep. Then it doesn't matter what your background is. You're one of them. Yeah. Same thing why they had that Irishman in. He wasn't Italian, but he probably proved to the Italians that he could hang. That's why they let him in there. And, Irishmen, they were the enemy. They were a rival gang, rival mob. Right, but sometimes stay close to your friends, stay closer to your enemies. Sometimes the enemy becomes part of the crew. That's why they had those half Irish hoodlums and Goodfellas, Henry Hill and Jimmy Burke. That's his real name. That's no secret. It's revealed to you in the true story of Goodfellas. Yeah. Well, whatever his real name was, it was Burke in real life. I mean, Burt or Jimmy Conway. Either way. He's not fully Italian, so he can never get made. Yep. Henry Hill couldn't get made either. You have to be 100% Italian for them to make you. Yeah, that's their rules. That's the way it is in their mob culture. No, I'm just naming mobsters. Right, it was boxing. That's what was mobsters had their hand in. I'm sure the original person, Rocky, not just the Sylvester Stallone character, I'm sure he had connections. Most of the people that were trying to make it as boxers had some kind of mobster gangster connection. Yeah, so that's the sport directly linked to it in Philadelphia, PA, before it left and went to the world like Vegas. Right, once Vegas blew up and boxing became over there, it had the world over. It traveled outside where it started. Yeah, that pretty much everybody was. At some point in the world of New York business and other industries near it, they ran the business world. Yeah. Oftentimes, loan shark is how you get your money if you need to borrow it. Right. Maybe you're doing something with Jim that paid off in a hurry. Who the hell knows? Maybe you knew how to invest. Make a lot of money once you had it. And you can pay them back real soon before they're ready to injure you or kill you. I got your money. You don't have to. Okay, you beat me up that one time. Here's your freaking money already. Boom. Move on to the next scumbag that owns this money. Let's go. That guy's all right. He don't own this nothing. Leave him alone. Right. This next guy on the list, so he's a real piece of shit. He's been waving us off for months. We're going to shoot him in the foot if he doesn't pay us today. That's right. That's the way they did it, man. Well, who's really going to argue with that? They shoot you in your foot. Pretty soon you're giving them their money, right? So you can't walk so good. No, I have nothing to do with the mafia. I just know all about it because of the movies, TV shows. I mean, they keep on telling their stories over and over again. Yeah. Never even been close to their culture and life. Just fascinated with it because there's always a new mob TV show, always a new story you haven't seen yet on TV. Always. Yeah. I never was involved in the boxing world. Yo, King, what's up? Yeah, Sean. No. But yeah, some Rocky movies I'm not a big fan of, like 5. But the other 5 were good. 6, not bad. He breaks even. They both win. They tied. They both win pretty much. Sometimes things end in a tie. Nobody won, but technically nobody lost, so they both won. It's a double victory. You tie, double victory. Yeah, it is. Well, if you haven't seen 6, that doesn't really give it away. It's still amazing, even if you know the result. I liked how 3. I consider 3 probably the best one, but 1's up there too. Well, I don't know. It's hard to beat Hulk Hogan and Mr. T in a movie. That's amazing. They got those guys to be in that movie and act like they're boxers because Hulk Hogan isn't a boxer. Yet he had to act like a boxer for that movie. That's a little outside his zone. that is. All right, I'm going out for, well, I got so high that I needed to smoke. I hadn't done it all day. So I need to do that again just to maintain energy a little bit. So I'll play you a couple minutes of a song or something. All right, I'm going to new tab. Yeah. This is not giving you blank, empty space for like 3 minutes or something. Oh, I'm going to go with back on channel, select some video to watch. Better than leaving nothing. Let's see. Old streams. Nothing. Boring. I'd even be bored as a fan. I want to watch something. Or hear something. If it's one of the old beats I just made. Yeah. And most likely it's going to be. That's good. If I went long enough for the mountain, I'm going to be gone for. That's long enough. What's that? All right. Right here. Press. All right. Share screen. All right. No you beat. Yeah, that's right. No you. All right. Be back in a minute. Yes, John.
Check them out. 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 Check them out.
All right. It rolled into the next one. Hello, Mr. Agro. You missed it all, man. Mr. Triple G was here, broke the rules, didn't talk about the topic, and started going off on catch and lost. So you missed all that. You can rewind. And now I promised the puppet show, and that guy that kept on calling my phone with no ID stopped trying, so now I have to go script. Part of it's scripted. It's Yellow Brick Road of YouTube Drama 1. The poll that everybody on X voted for the puppet show, and Mob Culture 1, and topics with sports. All right. All right. A little bit of water. Water's good. Now, with that, we're getting started down here. I will arrange today's players. All right. Okay. All right. That one for 1 bit. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Who else? All right. There's a puppet that died, so a ghost will be visiting us. But why not? There should be at least one of those. Okay. What else? Oh, that puppet's definitely here. And definitely not a person that died in that car wreck. My puppet will be here. That's been a long time. All right. Any other characters? No. Okay, the elephant is the jerky boys for this portion. So, and we'll need that for critical. And the cow is Jim Norton. He's only here for a minute. So these are the characters that we're dealing with. And Mr. Asian guy, all right. And the cosmic character. Where the fuck is that? All right, could be left it behind. Nope. Nope. All right. Yeah, all right, they're all here. All right, on with the show. All right, let's see what comes up. All right. On the yellow brick road, beta color. Should have been a blue road away. More alpha color. What do we have here? It looks like car trouble. Hold on, we'll see who's in car trouble. Yeah, hey guy, I'm an Asian guy, got a flat tire. Do you want to ride in my white van afterwards? I've got candy. Cock and balls, yeah. Fuck off, creep. Everyone knows the white van guy offering free candy. Fucks little kids. You fucking piece of shit, pedo McBedo. Yeah, that's right. All right. Ghost of Sam Hill. Boo! No homo. Highlight Mel Gibson, the actor, he is a drunk. Boo! No, you. Flag him a maggot. You're a hack whose head got whacked. No, 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 you. Boo! Yeah, that's right. See, not all that was written. Is that a death wish for me? Since you're the one that died. Yeah, that's right. No, you dead. Flag it, my maggot, you're dead. Flag it, you're dead. Hold on. You bitch Mickey. Why you stealing my bit? You know that is you gay M-word, you're gay. It's my fucking bit. Been my bit forever. You know it. You fucking joke stealing hack. Fuck you. Yeah, that's right. You goddamn fucking joke thief, you son of a bitch. Hack whose head got whacked. Yeah, that's right. All right. Hold on, motherfucker. No, you stealing my bit? What the fuck, CO? You're 30 Southern and part white and failed at life. All right. All right. Now cow visits us. All right, where the fuck is this cow? Oh, here we go. This is now Jim Norton. Hold on, Ken. You stealing my bit now, you piece of shit, joke, criminal, or something. Yeah, that's right, or something. Jim, your most famous bit that you just did a little bit of, that's not even your bit, you fucking hack. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here, something. You want to try? Go to Florida and New York or something? Don't you know geography or something? All right. And now here we go. Now here we go. All right. You fucking goddamn rubberneck motherfucker. That's our bit. We're jerky boys. Yeah, that's right. Jim stole. Now you steal it. No, you. Clown face. Yeah, that's right. No, you sizzle chest. Are you putting whole pieces of furniture up your ass again? And did you come on the stream with all your shoes and glasses? As a pizza made you throw up and puke and have diarrhea everywhere again? That's what's happening here. All right. Wow, impressive. What bits you used to love. You can have them. We can't retire anyways. Oh wow, I brought all my shoes and glasses up in the Empire State Building. I can't see, goddammit. Oh no. No, you now. You've done it. Stole more bits. You joke stealing son of a bitch. Listen, Silver across the way. Leave my mother out of this. I'm I'm getting Brett Weir on the phone, okay, Jerky? This is Kessel. I need a new hairpiece, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah, that's right. You guys have me dying. Open up your ears, jackass. Not you too, Mouse. You son of a bitch hack. Damn it. All right. Boo! Listen, Fruity Pants. He is a drunk. Yeah, that's right, Rubberneck. You're a hack whose head got whacked. Traveling a loser cruiser with Walmart shoes and glasses, with large pieces of furniture up your ass. Being a beta! You 40 white failed at life. You bullshit not being of the truth. Oh shit. Yeah, it's Sean. On their way to the strip club. They run to an individual they don't know. All right, he's in here for a minute. New puppet character. I'm Yeti. What's up? I'm from X. I know you're walking here. By the way, have you seen my pants? They fell off. They might be right next to you. Can you help me get them back on? Can you help me find them? Yeah, that's right. I need my pants so I can continue to live on X. Yeah, that's right. No, you. Hello. Speak truth. All right, so that's their line. All right, and now Mickey Mouse. We're almost done with the show. Or the improv part comes up next. What a loser! On his phone, walking on a dusty road with zero pants on. All right, now the Asian guy's back. All right. All right. I heard some big old hairy fucking loser from X was walking around with no pants on. I'm like, I gotta go check out his cock. All right, now we got Mr. Skateboarder over here. Sean, because you creepy and gay. Nothing wrong with being gay, but creepy. Yeah, get out today, every day. Yeah, everybody, he's a fucking creep. Get off this road, douche. Now watch me do a clip flip while I light a joint, or right after I light one. Smoke a joint and do a clip flip. I am Discord's world greatest skater. The Discord, of course. Yeah, that's right. I did it. Yeah, that's right. Well, I can't do puppet skateboarding. All right, so now we have, of course, the final person before the. Where's the two performers doing the improv? All right, we got one right here and one right there. All right. All right, now your final performer. Of course. Texans are crazy. Did you hear recently? I can't see. God damn it. I'm on the Empire State Building. Got my shoes and glasses. I can't see. God damn. Open your fucking ears, jackass. Cock and balls, cock and balls. You call that a YouTube drama walk down memory lane? Fucking sucked. Howard Stern funnier than those fucking idiots. Yeah, that's right. That was terrible. The worst, first for the worst. Puppet show on the planet Earth. Mama Monkey, the real Gary, could do a better puppet show with his dick and balls. Yeah, that's right. No, you. I mean, ha ha ha. Yes, indeed. I loved it. But I thought some of it was a bit hacky. Yeah, that's right. No, you. Yeah, that's right. Stinko Benenko. Yeah, both. I agree with you 100%. Or was I lying? I'm only kidding. I love it. But we're like Waldorf and Stagger. Yeah, or whatever the other guy was called. We're the critics. Yeah, that's right. No, you big biddicks. No, you. Yeah, that's right. But I loved it. Beautiful Ken TV. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I was only pulling your leg, or was I? Yes, indeed, baby. You don't know if I really liked it. No, you. Yeah, that's right. Beautiful Friday. Beautiful Lola. Beautiful Beetlejuice. Yes, indeed. Beautiful Speak Truth. Yes, indeed, baby. And that's the end of that. All right, so Yeti X character got to do a bit. Don did too. I can't say I left them out of it. Just they're not really YouTube drama, so one got to criticize it. The other one was there for a minute, being a distraction in a sense. All right, anybody else want to come up to do sports and stuff like that? They're even showing an really old basketball game now involving the Knicks against Larry Bird and company. Ooh, they're just before next contest looking, or maybe not Larry Bird, but a guy like Larry Bird, or maybe Bird, or somebody like that. I don't know. Really old Celtics. Who the hell knows? That looks exciting. Check out after this. Wow. That's cool. I've been taking prolonged power, so my whole body's going to change soon. I haven't been taking a week, but I already have had many erections thinking about things like pussy. And not even think about a woman, just think about pounding a wet pussy, then imagining a woman. Boner immediately. So it's working. It's worth what it costs. Like 38 for 2, already working. Every day I take it. Whether I get a little exercise or a lot, take it about the same amount of time a day, 1 or 3 or 4. Yeah, the guy was right. They're working. I don't know you, and I'm looking at the 3 dots over here. Get off there. 3 dots, I bet is who it's been. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. It says. You gotta type in the private chat then. It says Frederick Forgot. Don't know who that is. Please type in the private chat because I don't know who you are. Okay, explain who you are. I don't know who you are. I don't have people I don't know up here because I don't know who that could be. I don't know what could happen. Okay, I mean, where are you from? Don't try and tricks. Who is that? Who are you? Yeah, but who are
Hi,
you?
I'm Paul.
What?
Hi, I'm Paul.
Okay. I mean, do you come from any
What's your name?
community? I'm kidding. Do you come
You
from
got
any communities I would know?
communities. What's a community? Like
Like a
community,
Discord server?
like
Anything like that?
like community service.
No, like who do you know that I would know? What Discord communities are you familiar with? That kind of thing. Or are you from X?
Um, well, I've done many of community services for my community.
I mean, but what Discord or X community are you from? I want to know what's coming
I
at me.
be,
I'm gonna happen.
what do you mean? Like I just be, doing community service, like laying down pipe. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
you know how we do.
do you know J King? Could that be it?
Yeah, I know Jay King. That's the
All right,
homie.
then you should have said something. I know Jay King. I want to know who you know. That's
Never met
all.
you before in my life, man. What's up?
What?
Hell yeah, we used to sell crack in the hood back in the day when we were
You
sober.
didn't come through so well, Jay,
I
but
never met this man before ever. Don't you ever
You don't
let him
remember?
lie to you like that.
We used to
okay.
sling racks together. Jay King, don't lie.
You seem like a troll. But Jay, you're a little
Not
low.
me.
Maybe
Not
again your mic
me.
a little bit more, Jay
Never.
King.
We used to sling rocks and do community service. You don't remember?
Turn me up, Kenny. Kenny, turn me up. I used to
Boy.
be really loud, but you turned me down before.
Okay. Oh, you're right.
Me,
Sorry. Well,
me
when I
and
do
Jay King used to sling rocks in the
No
won't
hood.
let me
worries. That's the
do
one.
that. I tried. It's not letting me.
That's
Me and Jay
Rampage.
King,
It let me. It let
he,
it,
he, he got a
good.
Rampage avatar and shit. That's funny as hell.
First,
me,
first
me
it's
and
slow. Yeah, I got you up. So
me and Jay King,
this
we
the
used to
real you
sling
news
rocks
guy
in the
once,
hood.
or is he
And he
trolling?
lying to you. He lying to you,
Okay.
long brain. We used to sling rocks in the hood and we had community service together.
I don't know.
You don't remember Jay King?
Turn yourself up, bro. Turn yourself up, Kenny. I can't hear you. All I hear is him.
Hello. Can
Him
you hear me?
down and you up. I
Okay.
can
Jay
hear
King
you
don't even
when he's
remember.
not talking. He's just a lot
Don't
louder.
even remember.
Uh,
You don't even remember Jay King? You just gonna ignore me like that? That's a cold ass game.
maybe I need to get closer.
What?
Can you hear me now? Shay, can you hear?
What? Bro, you talk about slanging rocks. Yes,
Is
I'm
that
gonna
better?
ignore you like that. What the fuck? Like we're gonna say this shit on the internet? What the fuck you talking
You guys
about,
hear
nigga?
me? Hello?
I
Can you,
mean, you
You don't
gonna
know a
pretend you don't
goddamn
know
thing
me?
about slanging if you're talking about it right now. Like, hey, bro, I used to know this from
hold on,
this.
dude.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. You're
Okay,
obviously
dude,
lying.
hold on. Don't leave, but can you hear me now without being talked over by him? Can you
Yeah, I
hear
hear
me?
you. What's up, buddy?
Okay, I just
Yep.
wanted to. I
How you
said I
doing,
would
dude?
get rid of it. I just wanted to get my settings clear. All right,
So
begin.
clearly, Jay King don't remember slinging rocks in the hood while we was doing community service.
I don't know, man.
No,
I
I
don't
don't.
know about early J King. I just know J King now, so that's what I know. So
I
I'll
We
do
give
used
it.
not
to peel
remember
cats
slinging
back.
rocks in the hood when we were kids. I do not
We
remember
used
that at all.
we
So
used to
then,
peel cats back. You know what I'm
but
saying? We
Frederick,
used to peel them.
Yeah.
but Frederick,
Oh, you mean slingshots? Like we used to pick up rocks with our slingshots and hit them and shit. Yeah, I remember slinging them
Nah,
shits.
man.
Yeah,
okay, but I'm gonna tell you the rules
I remember
right
that
now.
day. I remember them
You may have
days.
some history or not with J King, but it's about mob culture and sports. So you want to talk about some sports, J King, and some mob culture? We'll get started. Then you can fill right in. It's not
Some
about
sports. Oh,
J King
well,
or anybody in the crowd. It's about
I do
mob
want to say
culture.
one thing. I know you're not Joe Booney. I know you're not Joe Booney, but I do want to say one thing. Goddamn Timberwolves are doing well.
All right then, and
As a man who lives in Minnesota,
yeah,
the
well,
Timberwolves are fucking killing it.
yeah, and you know what?
They're gonna choke,
Glad
but whatever. Go
J
ahead.
King,
Okay.
I'm glad the New York Giants want to wait with quarterback, and they got a bunch of other players too, and they are looking like they might actually do something. Hopefully, and they got Russell Wilson to teach the rookie how to run it, and he's good. He won something, so he's
Hmm.
where he should be as a
Yeah.
35-year-old quarterback, showing the next generation how to do it, and that's all his job is. All right, and what about mob culture? What mob movies do you like? Okay, now you know the subject. Ain't about history
All
between
right.
you and this guy or not. It's about
So we used to watch Casino and
oh,
Goodfellas.
that's another good one. I haven't talked about Casino yet. That's the way Vegas was before it became Disneyland. That's when Vegas was Vegas. When the Rat Pack hung out in Vegas, they hung out in that Vegas. That was the way
We used to
Vegas was.
watch The Godfather and
Yeah, I love The
you know what I'm
Godfather.
saying?
Yeah, which was your
Scarface.
favorite? One or two? Because you can't really pick three because it's not on the par of one.
One,
Two.
obviously. Two sucks compared to one.
Oh, I like two better. I mean, I don't know, Robert De
One.
Niro. Sometimes I like the first
Why?
one better. Depends on when I'm watching it, what period. I favor one over the other. They're in
There's
different periods.
nothing better about two.
I don't know. You see the early Vito
What's better about
Corleone.
two to you sometimes?
You see him rise. True. You see what Michael becomes.
Oh, I got you. You get
You
the
see what
history a little
early
bit. I
was.
got you. Okay.
You see
Robert De Niro.
before life made him old and he died. You see Vito Corleone before this family even existed when he was the man, when he was a real before he got old, when he was rising in the mob.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
You gotta rob the plug to get
that's how he
to
got there. Right.
get to
Earned
the
Mr.
rock.
De Niro an Oscar, which he totally earned. He put in the work. He went into history.
Right. You gotta
That's
you gotta rob the plug to
Before
get to
even
the rock.
Michael was born, like Michael was still in the belly at the end of that scene. You know,
yeah, it's true.
You
Connie
gotta
was just a
you gotta
baby, and then you saw fucking yeah,
You don't really
Fredo,
like
and yeah.
that Michael becomes who he is because he becomes just like Vito. He becomes like a total piece of shit.
yeah.
Not the guy that you saw
You
in the
gotta hold
wall
a
This
gun.
is
took over. Oh, that was a
he's
different
a
Michael.
Sicilian.
But what
You
else
gotta
is
drop
going
the
to happen?
bumper.
The more they get
You
power,
know what I'm
the
saying?
more they're going to become like their father. Right. And that's what we see in part 2.
That's why Jay King got that fleeing charge, because he had that thumper, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
Nah,
You,
I got that fleeing charge because I was fleeing.
okay, but I'm saying you guys, you gotta make it about the content. That's the rules around here on tonight.
I know, I was talking about Goodfellas.
What?
Hey, Paulie. Hey, Paulie. Let me
Yeah.
get a cigarette.
What about comedies? Analyze this, analyze that. That's pretty good. It touches up
For
on some
Robert,
stuff.
Analyze This wasn't bad.
You know, like
It wasn't Stiller's best, but
but there's
Robert De
some like
Niro
the
did very
guy
well.
in analyze that where he's having dreams like they're very vivid. The shrink like he's dreaming that he's in The Godfather and Robert De Niro's Fredo. So good.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of,
Hmm.
it's
I
my
mean, like,
reality.
It's pretty
And
good.
if it was like Scarface with like a mountain full of ketamine instead, you know what I'm saying?
Shut
Scarface
up,
is
bro.
a great gangster movie, not really about the mob, but about coke dealers. They're not really that Scarface guy, but they're all kind of like that guy in one way or another. Right? So
We
it's
all
a
got
bunch
scars on
of
our face.
made together, like amalgam, like a mashing of them together. Maybe not all of them were exactly like that guy, but there's always one of those guys. So it represents it well that, right, that coke dealers
You
can be
gotta
like,
get
and there's a few, right.
you gotta
So
get an actual scar on your face or you're
I
gonna snort
understand
some
what you're
pop.
saying. I get what you're putting out, bro. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, really, all drug dealers that are coke dealers should take a lesson from Scarface. Never get high off your own supply. Look at the guy
Yep.
and there's even the
But you should
gangster.
also take a lesson from that movie, which is don't deal coke.
That's true, but if you're a coke dealer, there's a great example of a great
Yeah,
business
but
Stop.
when it
like
comes to
women
being a
women will
coke
flock
dealer.
to you.
Look at Crocodile Dundee. That guy doesn't get high off his
Women
own
love
supply.
coke, but women are stupid.
I'm just
Don't let
saying,
that be a fucking
yeah,
thing.
I'm just saying the
If
guy in
women controlled your entire life, you'd be a loser.
J. King. You remember the
That's
criminal
why you got a fleeing charge.
in Crocodile Dundee, the coke dealer,
Yeah,
right?
I
He
got
didn't get
plenty of felonies.
true. He killed people, but he didn't get high off his own supply. He's a drug dealer and a murderer. But you know, he didn't at least get high off his own
Right.
supply. He
No,
knew
no,
that.
but the thing was, he got so much power that
True.
he could get high off his own supply. There was
That's
so much money banking in, and nobody could touch him. So it's the power thing, and the coke never helps when you have an ego trip. And it can't help you on an
that
ego
was
trip.
Mr. Scarface or people like him, right? There's also the guy
Yeah.
that everybody's owned by it. There's also the mob related story. Everybody's owned by the mob and paid off, except for Serpico. He's the only guy that says, "I'm not doing it. I'm gonna do real police work. The rest of you can lay down with the criminals, and I'll just be the guy that you always yell at for not doing it. Fuck you." That's the stand. I'm not gonna do it.
Exactly. Yeah, I
Everybody's there.
agree. Because sometimes you just gotta eat the pussy from the back and the butthole from the front.
I
You
don't
know
know
what I'm
much about criminals. I only know about Jesus and shit. So
Yeah, but sometimes it's like you're the only guy that isn't going
saying? Jesus
and
was the
siding with
first
the
drug
criminals.
dealer.
So you're the guy eating the shit
he
sandwich
could
and
have
going,
been a
I
criminal.
like it because I'm doing what's right. Fuck you.
He
Right.
sold animals in a
Yeah,
manger.
no worries, man. Do what you got to do, Kenny.
That's just like that's the story of Serpico. Great story, great book I heard, and great movie. Al Pacino.
Jesus,
Really
Jesus was the first drug dealer. He smuggled frankincense and myrrh across the country.
calm that, but really he gave that up.
That don't
Yeah,
make no sense because the wise man brought him.
you see, the wise men they
That was a front.
technically
The wise man was a front for the
Wasn't
real
even
drugs
Jesus.
coming in.
technically the wise men were
Jesus
the
didn't
guys
bring
that
up
were
the
the
wise man brought him to him.
traffickers. Wise men were the drug traffickers, so technically they were the dealers in a way.
Yeah, so Jesus is the
So Jesus is
user,
it.
maybe.
He didn't bring it. It wasn't his idea. He's
No,
given.
Jesus was just trying to re
That
up on
was
some
just one of the
frankincense and
gifts.
myrrh.
One of the gifts was frankincense and myrrh. He got gold and fucking linens and shit. And he got a bunch of shit. What did he get?
No, he was
What's
just trying to re up on gold, frankincense, and myrrh. You know what I'm saying? He was the plug.
what is frankincense and myrrh?
All right. Well, I'm
It's
taking
that
this off.
shit that you throw in the incense burner.
All right, the sports and other topic is over, so it's kind of the after party. I did for long enough. I usually do for an hour or
Sports.
so, and
All right,
just
sports.
talk about anything. So now it's the anything time for 20 or whatever. Right.
All
Yeah.
right, so like when he got that fleeing charge, he was like he ran faster than the fucking mafia and the fucking sports
Who
guys.
did?
You know what I'm saying? Touchdown.
Right.
He had to throw that thumper.
Do you think?
And
Do you think Mr. Towns is the Giants' Shaq? I mean, the Knicks' Shaq. He might be. He might be. I mean, they were always looking for a big guy to lead them to the promised land since the '70s team was over.
I mean,
Really, all
Well,
they did is
Jordan,
to say their Shaq is a little presumptuous,
I'm
only
saying that
because Shaq was so
had the
dominant.
right players to go all the way. He had the some, but he could have used a few more. So he's kind of like the Alonzo
Well, Shaq
Mourning.
was so dominant. It's kind of presumptuous to put him at like that level. Shaq's like top 10,
Okay, I'm just saying,
and
like
he's not top 10. So.
he might equal it one day in his time period.
Well,
Maybe.
hopefully, but no. But Shaq was top 10 day 2. But
I know, but I'm saying like this guy could bring it to it. I think they blew out the champs. I mean, that's a big deal. You blow out the
yeah,
champs.
but people are still wearing Jordans.
You
yeah,
could be.
they might take it. The Tims are doing it well, but there's nobody better right
I
now,
would say right now,
I
the
think.
in
But
the
they're
They're
East.
not
probably
wearing
gonna choke,
sweatshirts. They're
only
wearing
because
I
Jordans.
would
that's
say in
Minnesota.
the East, not the West. I'm not talking about the West. That's a whole nother ballgame. Different teams. I'd say the East, the Knicks are the team to beat. That's in my opinion. They just blew out the champs. That's
Yeah,
a big.
yeah. The Knicks probably will take them out too.
Richard
Yeah,
Nixon,
so I'm saying that they may
Michael
be
Jordan,
taking everyone out. You never know. You
Michael
can say
Jackson.
Shut up, dude.
then they
Shut
show
the
up.
Yeah,
fuck up. Why is he here? Just
See
annoying
that?
the shit out of people?
You never know.
Shut up.
You can
Shut up.
watch.
You're just talking shit. I'm trying to listen to what Kenny's saying, and you're fucking talking for no reason, saying
All right,
nothing.
dude. Take a lap for a second. I'm just saying that you never know. Let's say all the West is finished. Western Finals over, right? Timberwolves, big winner, right? They're going to the other side. Knicks are on the other side. It goes all the way to 7. Sorry, Minnesota. Next
No,
time. Later. Oh, he bailed.
no,
Bada boom, he
they'll choke.
bailed.
They
I
will
said,
choke.
wait a minute. He bailed.
No, they'll choke. They'll choke. It's Minnesota, bro. We always choke.
Yeah.
There's no time that we haven't choked,
And you know what? I'm not
except for
really.
like if you go back to like the '80s,
Yeah, but
with the Minnesota Twins.
you know why I started watching it? I don't watch the Knicks anymore. I don't have time for basketball or even hockey. When's the last time the Knicks even
Bro,
had
I'm
chance
telling you, it's gonna be a choke again.
Knicks finals and them winning the finals for since the fucking '70s? I wasn't even a fan then, so we're waiting. We've been waiting our whole lives. It's watching and not watching. So I'm gonna watch, and I hope they make it all the way, win the whole fucking thing. We've been waiting for this forever. Even if you're not really a fan anymore, you gotta watch this. It may not happen for a long time, so watch it. I hope they ring in and they're saying in the promised land
Yeah,
like,
no,
wow,
and everyone keeps betting too. Because everyone keeps betting too, and so no one ever wins.
Wait, the Knicks had their Dr.
If
Dre.
everyone stopped betting on Minnesota, I guarantee you they would win one.
Yeah, but I'm saying J. King, they had their
I
Dr. J
guarantee it.
or their Wilt the Stilt. They had Clyde Frazier. They had Earl of Pearl Monroe and people like that. So
Yep.
they already had
Yep.
they're like their equivalents of the stars of the day that did play for the Knicks in the 70s. So they already had
But
those players.
they didn't get any championships.
Yeah, they did 70s.
They got 0.
No, they got 2.
Way back, bro. What I'm
Way long
saying
ago
is,
in the
it's
early 70s.
Minnesota. They're gonna choke.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
Minnesota?
the
The Knicks got,
70s is when fucking my
the Knicks,
mother was born, bro. Chill.
well, the Knicks got 2 then, man. That's what the 70s. Yeah, they got them. They
It's a
landed 2.
long time ago, man.
I
70s,
know.
bro.
They've been waiting since then, so this could be it, man. This could be. I don't care, man. I didn't watch the whole season. I gave that up to do great art, but I'll watch
It
because
could be it, but it hasn't been it for a while. In
okay,
any
well,
sport, in
dude,
any
that's
sport, like
I mean,
look at their hockey
with the high
team.
weather.
Look at the fucking football team, basketball. Right now, we're talking about basketball. Look at fucking everything. Lacrosse,
But you're right. Every
field
team.
hockey, fucking table tennis.
If I'm telling
Like,
you,
Minnesota, as soon as they get to the finals, every single time.
you're right. Look at the Vikings. Every time they fucking suck. It's pathetic. Sorry. Sorry. Every time the
Yep,
Vikings
they suck
get
balls, bro.
ball,
And sometimes there's a great team. It's the better team, but they lose anyway.
but really,
Like
you know
why?
where they're
I don't know.
standing? Okay, you see where their finger is? Losing. Promised land right up there, and they're not in it. They're standing across from it, watching the other team win. Happens every time.
Well,
Maybe that's the luck of being in a place that
I
gets
know,
as cold
I
as
know,
Florida.
I know.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
sucks because this is my. It sucks
cold out,
because I've
John.
lived here for so long, and I have
You
to
should
do
have
it
been
this way.
in
Like
New
I
York
really do
more
have to root
so.
for my team, only because
The Giants ain't
in
staying around,
Minnesota,
bro.
this is our stuff. It's a
Yeah,
good
but the
state.
Giants, but really,
So
the Giants ain't staying around saying, you know how cold it is out today and we got practice? It's fucking -10. Nobody's ever said that. They're like, oh, it's only 30. Let's go out and practice. Right. Yeah. That's cold for them, but they ain't nothing. Minnesota's like, yeah,
-10 ain't bad.
winter as -10. This is gonna suck.
Yeah, well, -10 ain't bad, bro.
Where you are, but New
I'm telling
Yorkers,
you.
like Eli Manning would be like, yeah, no, we're moving the team. I'm going to another team. This ain't happening. Good thing he only had 30
Of
in the last.
course, of course. But
Why they suck?
I
It's
think
too
that's
cold
a
for them.
strengthening move.
Too cold.
If the like if you're a football player and you want to be the best of the best, you come to Minnesota because we have the coldest weather.
Yeah, but no.
You know,
You know what?
we're colder
You know
than
why?
Detroit by far.
Yeah, but
You
I'm
know,
telling
come
you,
and train with us,
yeah,
and
but
then
really, saying,
when you're fucking playing in any other state, it's a winter sport. Football is a winter sport. It's not a fucking
yeah, but
summer
they
sport.
saying the teams that are in
So
the coldest
whenever you're
area.
anywhere else, you're always winning.
Yeah, but can I finish my other thought? There's Buffalo has about
Go
the
ahead.
same weather, and they've never won anything because it's too cold to win. Yeah, energy needs lesser cold weather. That's why Minnesota and Buffalo never won. Yeah, you gotta get somewhere warmer.
Yeah,
That
good point. That's a good point. Yep.
is a good point.
Yep.
Maybe
Good
I
point.
mean,
But Minnesota's a better team than Buffalo ever was.
true. I think they'll win before Buffalo does. Definitely, they can fight. They can break the curse or jinx.
Dude, purple people eaters.
All they got to do is get a great coach, or maybe somebody else buys a team that knows how to win. You never know. Teams can change ownership. It happens. Like the Yankees got George
They just
Steinbrenner
got
when
to
he got.
stop trading all their best players for buys.
That's true. Maybe different people own the team and go, wait, let me tell you, I owned a football team before, sold it. I know how to win. I got championships. Let's go. That might happen. You never know.
It's
You might get lucky like that. And then
it's
it leads to
GM
winning.
stuff.
No, you Cowboys.
The
Cowboys
general manager needs to stop
all
fucking
season
trading for no
report
reason.
card last year beat, and that's why you didn't go to the playoffs. You didn't lock down your quarterback. Crucial mistake.
Mhm.
Well, before I go,
Mhm.
I'm going to go in a minute, Jay.
That
It's
makes sense.
almost the end of the show. You know why I found out why a lot of people on X get doxxed. You know what they're dumb enough to do? Bring their family on the app, and I'm like, shut up. A bunch of you brought your family here. Now you know why you got doxxed several times. Are you so fucking dumb? My sister tried to follow me. I told her, unfollow me. You don't want to meet everybody I know on X. It's not a good idea. She unfollowed me, and they ain't gonna meet her. Yeah. So anybody watch this? How dumb are you? You brought your family on.
You
And
went
then
on X?
some of them didn't even bring a sibling. They brought their fucking aunt. One of them brought their freaking mother on. Yeah, and then when you get doxxed, you know why, because you're dumb enough to bring your fucking family on. How stupid are you? You must be really stupid. That's all I gotta
That
say.
ain't Facebook, bro.
You don't bring your family onto the place for trolls,
X.
dox, and do sleazy shit and
Yeah.
CPS. Or
Dude.
you are a person that
Yeah, and
wasn't even
whores everywhere. Yeah.
you must have been drunk or something because that is a bad decision. I sober. I told her, no thanks. Don't follow me, please. You'll be saving yourself a lot of pain and suffering. Yeah, don't. And a lot of headaches. Please don't. And she backed off and didn't follow me. And then they don't see a new person following. Oh, yeah. Then there isn't anything to do with it. Man, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to end with a video. Cool?
Yep.
All right, I just wanted to do about
Love you,
90
man.
minutes. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Peace. It's been a long time. And thanks, Mr. Troll, for stopping by, too. And Triple G. You see? Well, he's a better troll than Triple G. He got shown the exit and left immediately. Triple G
The
kept
button.
trying to come back on. You got shown the exit. You should have known you done, Sean. At least the new troll knew once he started to get out of control, he was done. And he left like an adult. Maybe he's more mature than Mr. G, Triple G. All right, pressed. All right, I'll leave you with me doing the new X outro. I gave you the intro. There's the outro. It's a different song. It's a Bobby Darin song. Okay, outro. Beautiful. And this is good night. Thank you, everybody. I never cared much for moonlight sky. Never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in night. Your eyes, peace, everybody. Yes, Sean. See the light. Never went for afterglow or candlelight on mistletoe. But now when you turn the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. I used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw robin rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. I never cared much for moonlight skies. I never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. I never went to afterglow. I never went for afterglow or candlelight on mistletoe. But now when you turn the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. You know, I used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. And then you came in with the spark. That's the 4-alarm fire now. I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. Yeah, that's right. Enjoy the